Hey everyone, Tom Gentile. Welcome to Tom's Trading Room. A crazy week that we had this week. We had scandals both in and out of the financial world as well as globally itself. You know, whether it was China, North Korea, energy markets, even a possible Fed blink pushing our interest rate hike back to December, it all affected the U.S. markets. Finally, the U.S. markets have had enough and decided to catch up, or should I say catch down, with the rest of the world. So while everybody else is going to be talking about what happened this week, let's talk about what we believe is likely to happen in the following week. So first thing I just want to show you is we got a chart here, the S&P 500, and even the best laid plans can go against you. In fact, I actually had a very aggressive buy signal at the close of yesterday. All right. Now, I could have gone in and bought futures contracts, or I could have gone in and bought spiders themselves, but I put together an option trade, a very short-term option trade that did not work out, but I ended up losing, at this point right now, about a fifth of what has happened in the market. So I was able to cut 80% of my risk on the trade itself. Hey, it happens. You know what? Like I said, some of the best signals, best methodology does break down, and this particular one did, but I'm telling you, that is why we trade options. And, you know, I got to imagine also that this is, this week, what has also happened that has not happened in a year now is that even loose stops in the markets are being taken out as the market is just absolutely going haywire. All right. Now, that being said, let's go ahead and move forward a little bit here. Money calendar. The money calendar for the next couple weeks still tends to be bullish, but I want to keep in mind that these are based on 250 stocks going back 10 years in time. All right, and also realize that we do have a few of them in here that are also bearish. All right, so I'm looking at those bearish ones, and again, logging on to tomsoptiontools.com, you can see the actual case study that I'm going to be looking at this week that combines not only some of the bearishness that's going on in the worst sector that traded this week, but it also looks like it could continue, and we want to mix that with high volatility. So that brings me up to the next topic I want to discuss: high volatility. What's the way to get a quick read on the stocks that are exhibiting the highest implied volatility right now? Well, you don't have to go any farther than options and go to rankers and then go to the pre-computed IV scans. And so if you go to those, you're going to see what I see right now. Walt Disney is at the top. Hey, they had terrible earnings, terrible look forward, and the stock has just gotten killed in terms of an entertainment or resort center. The volatility's jumped 41% in the last week to 2 weeks here. But going past that one, you're going to see a lot of oil companies, a lot of energy companies, a lot of construction companies, etc., in the top 10. All right, that are hitting high implied volatilities. If I were to click on Marathon Oil, for instance, you get an idea here real quick looking at Marathon Oil, you will see that the stock, not only the stock price has dropped, but the implied volatility has been affected as well. There it is. So stock price has been dropping. Come on down a little bit more. You can see the at-the-money IVs, and I'm just looking at the last month, have risen, and they're at 1 month highs, but they're also at 1 year highs. So from there, if you happen to be bullish or bearish on the stock, make sure you're check marking that you're looking at strategies that involve high implied volatility. All right, and then you'll see over here you've got covered calls, call spreads, put spreads. These are high IV credit spreads. All right. Finally, as we move forward, I want to turn your attention to our forum. All right. In our forum, if you come down to the Traders Forum, we had a fantastic Darknet webinar that was performed by John Broussard. All right, the founder of Darknet, and he did the entire video on showing exactly how these Darknet signals come up. All right. Also, he showed their high probability returns and win-to-loss ratio, and most importantly, he showed everyone in the room how to backtest. Not only backtesting on a single stock, but backtesting on a group of stocks such as the Dow 30. All right, so this is a must-watch video. We have the link right here, and all you got to do is just pop into the forum, with your membership, and you will be able to get access to that. All right, guys, have a safe weekend, and I'll be talking to you next week.